Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Gungans and Troids across our beloved empire, to the Grand Arena Coliseum with yours truly, the king of Triple B games, as well as the director of the video game division, Hit the Galactic Empire, where we got a big Star Wars mobile game update that's actually not for Galaxy of Heroes today. I want to keep you up to date on the next big Star Wars mobile game that's coming out but still is in soft launch, Star Wars Hunters. Several new characters have been added, new maps, as well as new game modes and progression. We're going to show some gameplay of the brand new Skora, a new Rodian support character, as well as Sprocket, a Mon Calamari support character. One thing about Star Wars Hunters, kind of hard to discuss because not a lot of people have been able to play it yet. One thing that Star Wars Hunters has been desperately needing are more support-based characters. As a little reminder of Star Wars Hunters, since it's been a while, it is still in soft launch, only available in select countries, but it's coming out later on this year, early 2022, for the rest of the galaxy. It's a Star Wars version of Overwatch, an arena shooter that features attackers, supports, as well as tanks. Good news is, it seems like we're getting closer to global release. They're expanding soft launch to iOS devices now, not just Android. And they've also expanded to Brazil and Mexico as well. Still not available in the United States, Europe, but like myself, I've been able to download this even though I'm outside of the selected regions, and now might be a good time to start looking into Star Wars Hunters, because now with progression items added to the game, you might want to get a head start. So I'm going to leave a link down below to the Star Wars Hunters Network Discord server, where they got a pretty good guide on how to get access to this game early on if you're not available in the select regions. So hopefully this game gets added soon. I feel like the hype of this game is dying down because it's not available globally yet, and all the hype and release information that came out late last year, I think people might start forgetting about this game, but we're going to put it back on your radar for a mild update where we are going to showcase the brand new Skora, a new Rodian support character added to Star Wars Hunters, as well as Sprocket, a Mon Calamari support character for Star Wars Hunters. And I think they're kind of doing this for a specific reason. Right now, Star Wars Hunters, in its soft launch state, it was lacking content, a variety of game modes, and more importantly, support-based characters. There's only one support-based character, and that was Zaina, and she's not all that crazy in my opinion. And also in this big update, they've added a variety of ways to get a lot of these champions for free. And on top of that, they've also added individual character progression that unlocks new abilities, unlocks crystals, skins. And of course, in the recent update as well, they've also added an actual player level progression that offers a variety of crystals. Characters that normally you'd have to get resources or use crystals for, now you can get it just by playing the game and upgrading your level. And currency to unlock characters. So if you like to get these Star Wars Hunters news updates when big things happen, even during soft launch, make sure to let me know down below, hit that like and subscribe, because when this game does go globally, you better believe it, we're going to be all over this game and dominating. And if you want to see more of this game in soft launch, be sure to stop by our streams, and we are going to start adding this to our streaming schedule to make sure we're getting the head start and upgrading our player level and getting these new characters. And on top of these new characters, the level progression, the Hunter Fame levels, new cosmetics. They've also had 4 new maps, as well as a new game mode called Huttball. And Huttball's basically a version of Capture the Flag. So let's go ahead and try out some of these new champions they've added in Star Wars Hunters. They have their own sandbox mode called Trading Modes. Even though I don't technically have these champions yet unlocked to play online, there is a sandbox mode you can play with characters you don't even have unlocked to get an idea of how they are before you invest the resources and the time to unlock things like the Sentinel, Utini, or the brand new Skora and Sprocket. All right, so let's go ahead and test out Skora. As you're seeing, they're starting to flesh these classes out a bit more, where the game is very heavily tailored towards attacker-based characters. Sprocket and Skora are meant to kind of flesh out the support role a bit more, and Skora is actually a pretty nice addition to the support class. So as mentioned, this is the sandbox mode. We're not actually in a match right now. We're just going to try to show the ult abilities, the basic abilities for passive. Now, Skora's basic attack is quite interesting. It's a long-range, slow-firing weapon that, of course, damages enemies, but if you target your ally, you can actually heal them on the basic alone, which is kind of nice. So it's more ways to heal if your team, unlike Zaina, which didn't have a lot of ways to heal. Also, she's got an ability that lets her rapid fire as well, so you can rapid fire enemies to do faster damage because she's got a slow rate of fire in the basic, or you can quickly heal up your allies with that ability right there. And she's also got a Naruto mode where she goes ahead, Java just to the veins, and she does the Naruto dash to run a little bit faster around the field. And her other special is a pretty massive heal. Let's go ahead and try to heal up this guy right here. As you see, boom, 224 health, and we got a little bit of over health right there as well. And let's take a look at the ultimate ability here. Ultimate ability is interesting. It's got the splash effect that heals your allies, but as you see over to the right, we're also damaging the foes, so it's kind of a little bit of best of both worlds. Zayna had a mass heal like this too, but it also didn't damage the enemy, so it's nice you're getting the best of both worlds here. So I think Skora the Rhodian's going to be a nice, interesting addition to the support crew. A lot more ways to heal, faster ways to heal, as well as damaging your enemies at the same time. And she's got some nice Naruto Jawa juice through the veins speed. Taking a look at Sprocket, a tech-savvy Mon Calamari support unit. Kind of like Skora, we also have ways of healing up the team by deploying these droids right here, and also we got ways of attacking droids. So we're going to deploy this turret, so it gives you ways of kind of putting fire on the enemy while also healing up your team at the same exact time. And we also got this targeting droid, which allows us to do excess extra damage on hunters that are targeted by it. And let's go ahead and charge up our ultimate really quick. The ultimate here will select all hunters within a given range, and it's going to mark down those droids so we can do extra damage against them, but also reduce damage on our allied units that get marked down by our ultimate. So it's kind of best of both worlds again, kind of taking his two unique abilities and amplifying them through the ultimate. So if you're looking for more of a healer-based role, Skora is definitely going to be the better one out of the two that we have here, but I like Sprocket because at least it does a little bit more damage to enemies. Maybe not as crazy of a healer as Skora, but nonetheless, it's a nice addition to the support class out there. Let's go ahead and roll some gameplay of me playing the new Huttball game mode. Again, a capture flag-based game mode. To kind of wrap up my initial thoughts on this update, it's a great addition, moving the game a bit forward. I'm still very bummed that they're adding at least content. I guess that's a good thing, but the game's not globally released, and I feel like the hype of this game might be hard to build up, whereas this past fall and winter when the soft launch came out, there was a lot of attention on it, and I feel like that hype may have died down. Let's hope I'm wrong on the matter. I do suspect this game will be globally released within the next 1 to 3 months here. They solved a few key things I think this game was needed. There wasn't really anything to grind for before. Now with the hunter fame levels, to upgrade individual hunters as you play more with them, as well as the player level to get a lot more crystals and the currency to unlock hunters, and the ability to just unlock hunters directly straight from leveling and not needing currency is also a great addition. I also did feel like the game needed more game modes. Huttball is a nice addition to kind of mix things up from the team deathmatch, as well as a game mode that's pretty copycat from Battlefront 2 where you had to move an objective to an end zone. It's nice seeing more game modes be added, because one thing this game doesn't want to do is globally release without things to grind for, variety of game modes, and a variety of hunters to play with. And one thing I am looking really forward to is seeing what other hunters they come up with. As you can tell, they are doubling down on the generic-based characters that kind of represent a variety of factions and classes out there, like the Mandalorians, which still, oddly enough, Aaron Tall, the Mandalorian, is still not in Star Wars Hunters yet, even though that was shown at the reveal. The possibilities are endless in regards to what other species they could add, or even droids. For example, we have a playable droidica that's operated by a Queel-like Ugnaught. We got our Jawas, of course. It would be great seeing other type of droids like the B1 battle droids, B2 battle droids, or even clone troopers of that sort. Currently, we have 10 hunters, but I can definitely see this game, if it is successful a couple of years from now, I can definitely see them fleshing out even more characters that are playable in this game compared to games like Overwatch. So ladies and gentlemen, Gungans and Droids, that is going to be your little update on the current state of Star Wars Hunters. Hopefully that global release does come soon, but in the meantime, although I am a bit saddened that it's not globally released, I'm worried that the hype of this game might be dying since it's been a few months in the soft launch after its big announcement last fall. I am hoping in the meantime they continue to add new game modes, free-to-play content, as well as more hunters to make sure there's plenty of stuff for people to play with when the game finally comes out later on, hopefully the next 1 to 3 months here. What are your thoughts on everything you've seen today? Substantial updates since the last time I made this video. Leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And always remember, it's great to be in the Empire today.